And speaking of the holidays, NFL is teaming up once again with Nickelodeon this holiday season. It is the Nickelodeon NFL Nickmas game airing on Christmas Day. And when you watch it, you will see our next guests, sideline reporter Dylan Schefter, Micah Abbey, voice of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Donatello, both joining us this morning to give us some more on the big game. Good to see both of you guys this morning. Good morning.
Great to see you. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to see you too.
So this is what I love about both of you. First of all, if you can get an Ohio State and a Michigan fan together on the same page for anything, I think we're in fantastic shape, right? I want to talk about the game first of all. What are we going to see? What's going to be different this year as far as like the Nickelodeon games? I love them personally as a big football fan because it's a great option, right? It's something a little bit different than what we had before. Michael, let me start with you first of all. What are we going to see differently this game?
We're going to see new animations, and you're going to see little pop-ups from me and my co-star, Brady Noon, who plays Raphael. So you're going to see us as the Ninja Turtles in the screen explaining penalties throughout the game and explaining the game for people who don't know.
I think that is awesome. And Dylan, when you get a chance to see this and you see all the special effects and everything else, I mean, listen, you grew up in a football family, you know, you're used to watching the game and you're used to talking to the players. How do you describe this to somebody else if they're like, wait, what are you doing here?
So most of the time it's me explaining it to like my grandparents or old people who just don't understand. So I'm like, it's really crazy. There's a lot of slime, especially this year. There's going to be like a halftime presentation for Nick's newest animated series, Rock, Paper, Scissors. There's going to be new AR, upgraded slime cannons. It's going to be insane. It's a party. I love it. I watch it, and I'm literally in 9th grade. So everyone at home, watch it.
Micah, it's funny when she says she explains it to her grandparents this way. Do you actually hear the opposite, right? Do you hear from people your own age that maybe it's like, you know what, I had more fun watching this version of a game than watching it with like the regular commentators or without the slime?
For sure. Especially in the past games that we've seen brought to you by Nickmas or Nickelodeon. It adds more fun. It's insane. It's fun. It's vibrant. There's lots of colors. There's slime cannons, as Dylan mentioned. But it's a fun add-on to the whole game because we already watched the game. It's already fun. But we love to participate in the slime activities. So,
all right, I want to learn a little bit more about both of you. Micah, congratulations first of all on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That is awesome.
Thank you.
I also heard you're like a big water sports fan, like surfing and everything else. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I do love to surf. I do also play water polo for my school here in California. It's bright and early here, but yeah, I do like to hit the beach in the mornings on the weekends. But specifically for me, like football is a big part of my life as well. Like I specifically go to my best friend's house every Sunday and we watch football with me and my other friends. And his dad makes us, these nice vegetarian bagels. But it's really good. It's really fun. That's a part of my life.
So, Mike, I'm only going to put you on the spot because I grew up right outside of Pittsburgh, but I did hear a little birdie told me you might be a Steelers fan.
Big Steelers fan.
Yes.
I got to support my boys.
I knew I liked you for a reason. Now, on the opposite side of things, Dylan, you grew up in a football home. You had the Schefter family name. You started interviewing players when you were super young. But I heard that one of the first people you interviewed was Bill Belichick. How did that come to be? Because it seems like you're starting with the toughest interview in the world.
When I was younger, I did not realize that he was like that big in the football world. I thought he was just a coach, like one of my dad's friends. And so I didn't realize he was so serious. I guess when I made the hoodie comment, he broke out into a smile. It made my day. And I think that just came to be. We were back in the tunnels, and we started talking to him after Tom Brady and Gronk and everything. And he ended up being a really sweet guy. I think he's one of those guys that like he's really tough, but he's like a mush on the inside. Like he's just a teddy bear.
You love to hear that. All right, before we wrap it up, Dylan, real quick, do you hear, because you talk to all the players now and the coaches, do you hear from them when they watch like the Nickelodeon coverage, or do they? Like, do you ever get any feedback from them?
I actually do, yeah. I've heard from multiple people before, like, I watch it with my kids, stuff like that. Even, like, Travis Kelce I've seen, and when I watch his podcast, New Heights, he has his MVP right in the background, like, right next to his head. And I always look at that, and I'm always just so proud of, like, all the work that we've done as a cast and crew and everyone that's put it together, and it's amazing.
We got to go, but the game's in Kansas City. Are we going to have any Taylor Swift shout-outs or anything? I mean, I have to mention it, of course, with what's going on. Micah, any special surprises?
Who knows? Maybe she'll be there. Maybe she won't. I don't know. Hopefully.
Okay. All right. My money is she might be, but we'll see. We know you guys are going to be there. It's great talking with you this morning. You can check out the game. Of course, it'll be on Christmas Day at 1 p.m. on Nickelodeon. Thanks, guys. Great talking with you this morning. We'll take a short